conversation around tech and AI and self-driving cars. It's like, we don't have a choice. That's all a program. That's all word magic in telling us that this thing is already decided, as though we don't have free will, as though the people don't have the ability to band together and rise up and say, no, we don't want your stupid shit. So present tense positive is something to be mindful of, like when they're languaging their nefarious plans with present tense positive, to push back and not buy into it. And also for us, when there's something I want, it's not someday when I'm a New York Times bestseller. It's like, I love being a New York Times bestseller. Not that I give a shit about the New York Times or any of their fake dumb lists,
Yeah.
but it's recognizing these are little tricks that they'll use to bring us on board their gross plans. And then you also mentioned us diminishing ourselves and disempowering ourselves and using words to make ourselves small or less than. Like, it was a very kind of like grunge culture thing that like no one, it's very Gen X. Like, don't be a sellout. Don't be too big for your britches. Like, it's not cool to strive, to achieve, to be a high performer, like slack off. That's cooler. So that was like this giant program that was foisted upon us. And then you can see some of us who have, erroneously internalized that, describing our efforts as small, as just a little trifle. And all these things that degrade our agency, our self-esteem, our inner sense of authority are all in the language. Keeping in mind that the subconscious mind is responsible for 95% of our experience of reality. That's huge. And the subconscious mind is programmed first and foremost with words. Words and repetition, words and repetition, words and repetition. So that's why, there's stupid nonsense. Stay safe. How often did we hear that? Trust the science. It's like that repetition over and over and over again. These things are just accepted, and then they become belief systems. And then those belief systems frame how we make meaning of neutral occurrences in the world. And then they affect our sense of ourselves and what's possible for us to accomplish and what we really came here to do. Like, all of that is being supported or diminished by the words that we're using, that we're constantly putting into our subconscious mind.